Tyson Fury and his dad seem to be at odds. Here's his dad, John, talking about all the issues he saw in the Ngannou fight camp and the current problems he sees in the training camp for Oleksandr Usyk, where Tyson's trying to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the world in the four-belt era. There's tons of things going on. Now, we all saw a different Tyson Fury against Ngannou. Not only did he physically look different, but obviously his performance in the ring was also way different than we're accustomed to. Here's his dad, John Fury, possibly shedding some light on what's been going on.
I can't talk to Tyson about much these days because he don't listen to me anymore. He's my son. But at the minute, all of a sudden, what I say don't matter. What I say is not what he wants to hear, because they can get used to hearing bullshit, can't they? He needs to make a lot of adjustments for this next fight. Not he was in decline. There's two different things. I was on about his training camp and his training. That is and was in decline. It's the people around him ain't up to much. He's getting the slaps on the back, the pats on the back. His training's in decline and his camp's even in a bigger decline. Well, it's not a camp. It's a circus. All I want for him is to focus properly, put his mind on the job and not overlook people and give 110% in training, which he's not been doing because the people around him can't get 110% out of him because he's telling them what to do by the look of things. And last time, you can only say, as I say, his conditioning was appalling. But again, what was in decline was his training, his full camp, and the people. Because if I was a strength and conditioner and I turned my man out like that, I'd be embarrassed. If I was his trainer, turned him out like that with that game plan, or totally all wrong, I'd be embarrassed. Yeah? If I was his dietitian, I would be embarrassed. But if he stays with these people, because if they couldn't get it right then, how can he get it right now? And he needs massive adjustments. Massive. But I was shocked at what I seen. I knew he wasn't right the minute to put my two eyes on him. And when I got off that plane, because I hadn't seen him, I've been in camp with Tommy, I'd never seen him. When I got off and stopped off in Saudi, I seen him in the gym. I watched him spar 3 or 4 rounds with a couple of kids. I knew then it was going to be an hard night's work. So I thought, you know what? What have you been doing? And I was alarmed. And I still am. Because unless you're going to get the eye of the tiger back and chuck the silk sheets and the pajamas in the cupboard and go back to the old ways and get the hunger back and know what it's like to train hard and get them slogs in and sweat, blood, shit and tears, what are you going to do? Because guess what? Usyk's doing that. Jeez. He's sweating the blood, shit and tears and he's got disciplined, professional, great people wrapped around him. And I don't think Tyson has that. I really don't. Everybody else thinks they've got valid points except him. There's too many people blowing smoke up arseholes. You've got to work, sweat, blood and tears. You've got to turn yourself into an animal, a hungry animal. You can always go back to that soft life. What you're getting out of it? Black spots on your liver and as fat as a pig and looking 20-year-old and at the end of it. That's what the good life does to you with a load of plastic friends. Well, I'm not going to tell you anything. He had plenty of time to prepare for Ngannou. What went wrong? You told me. You've seen his body. Steel sharpens steel. And you've got to have somebody in your corner what's going to make you work your ass off. Somebody's going to say to you, listen, if you don't do this, I'm out of here. He's being misled by people around him. Whoever thinks they're in the boxing game and don't have to train and train hard and train like a demon, guess what? You're getting beat.
So do you guys think that John Fury has some valid points? Do you think it's a case of Tyson's dad maybe just being too overbearing and his son wanting a little separation, a little break? Or do you think that his dad knows his son and sees what's happening, sees all the issues, sees all the decline in his son Tyson, and is just trying to help? And more importantly, do you guys think that this is going to play a part in the Usyk fight? And do you think that Tyson Fury is going to lose to Usyk? Or do you think that Usyk is going to pull off the somewhat still of an upset victory and going from cruiserweight to becoming the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the world? Tell me in the comments.